G'day and welcome to the very first episode of Press A to Start. Oh, it is finally happening. The amount of times I've been sitting here thinking about it. I was going to place it onto my main YouTube channel, which is a gaming content channel, but then I was like, I'm going to start a fresh new channel on YouTube and turn this into a podcast. So this is what we're doing. Here we are. I am your host Trish, and before we get started, I do want to thank you for being here. And if the platform you are tuning in can leave a like, that'll be greatly appreciated. But that's okay if not. Sharing the episode with someone you think will enjoy the show will also help out as well. So with this being the very first episode, I would like to do a quick run through of the segments I will be talking about each week on the show. So I will be uploading this every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. for the UK, and 5 a.m. for the US. So the first thing I would like to talk about is what games I'm currently playing, and then moving on from that, we will go into Xbox Game Pass content. Some of you may know me as Trishinator in the gaming community, which I am partnered with Xbox ANZ as an Xbox ambassador. So that's why I'll be covering a lot of Xbox Game Pass content here in the show. So after what games I'm currently playing, I'll be telling you about what games I've been playing through the Xbox Game Pass cloud. Then from that, last but very not least, I will be talking about what games I am looking forward to be playing that's coming soon to Xbox Game Pass. So let's get started with what games I've been currently playing. So ever since the Diablo Immortal has been launched, I've been playing that non-stop. I did start playing it on PC because the phone that I currently had, I couldn't even download it on my old phone. So I'm like, what? I remember playing it in, I think it was like alpha or something, or like one of the betas. And I was playing it on one of my old phones. So I'm like, okay, why? Why not? So I'm like, you know what? Let's just install it on the PC. Oh, let me just get you. Oh, don't get me started. What was it like on PC? My goodness. There was a few things I didn't quite like. I always lost my cursor, my clicker. Especially if you've got a setup like mine where you've got multiple monitors. You'll be mad clicking because you know what Diablo is. It's an action RPG. There'll be things everywhere trying to kill. So I'm clicking. I'm like, where's my cursor? It's gone onto the other monitor. And then in settings, I have it set so it's full screen, not window full screen or windowed. And I was like, this shouldn't be happening. Why is this doing this? Another thing is with losing my clicker. Say I'm in PvP, I'll be mad clicking trying to defend myself with versing other players. I'll click the map, or I'll click the door that's next to the map. That it will a thing will pop up and say, do you want to exit the match? Or the map will pop up. I'm like, no, get out of here. I'll die because I've got things popping up in my face. That's another thing I didn't quite like on the PC. Another thing was the chat is down at the bottom left. There's no way of hiding it like you can on the mobile. And I was like it's in your face. It's like sometimes it's just way too big. It would be nice if I could scale down the UI, like if there's an option for the PC version just to scale down the UI. Like it's nice, like it's not as cluttered as some mobile games that's out there, but on PC it's just like in your face. It would be nice if there's an option just for PC. It doesn't have to worry about the phone. It's fine on the phone, but just to scale down the UI, because yeah, it's just sometimes it's just like too chunky, too out there on my monitor. It's like, okay, it'd be nice. I always like to have like really scaled down UI anyway, so I can see a lot more on the screen. Another thing I didn't like was once you unlock clans and then get into the shadows and you're waiting for the assembly to start. So you're in the assembly and then it starts, you walking around trying to get blessings or trying to give out blessing. It is a lot harder on PC. Oh my god. When I first got my new phone, I did get a phone, the Samsung A73, I think it is. Once I tried that on my phone, I was like, what? This is so much better than the PC version, because what is on the phone that the PC doesn't have. There is like a little hand icon that pops up, and it tells you exactly how many blessings you have, how many you got left once you give it away, and it's just easier to give out blessings and receive blessings on the mobile phone device. So hopefully they will. I know the PC version's still in beta, but yeah, it's still got a lot of work. So since I got my new phone, I've been playing it on my phone nonstop. So another game I've been playing is I recently got back to Fall Guys because that did come to free to play on the 21st of June, and now you can play it on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and even Nintendo Switch, which is great. My story for it is I bought the game I think like a few days after it was released on Steam. You can't play it on Steam anymore. You can't even purchase it on Steam anymore. Which, if you want to play it on PC, you have to download it through Epic Games. My problem was I had some issues trying to log into Epic, and I'm like, I just want to play. I just want to check it out, you know? So I end up installing it onto my Xbox and was playing it on there, and I was thinking, I swear I saw somewhere on like Twitter or something that you get goodies if you bought the game. And I was like, oh no, where's my stuff? I went to Papa Google and search and be like, okay, what did I do wrong? Did I do something wrong? I did. Mistakes were made. I shouldn't have installed it onto Xbox without switching or like linking my Steam account to Epic Games. So now it has made my Xbox as my primary account. And I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna get my goodies. Why did I do this? I was just like not patient enough to get it all sorted on PC, or I should have just, linked all my accounts to Epic. For some reason I didn't link my Steam account. So I'm like, okay, let's go into the account settings in Epic Games and see what's going on. I had Xbox linked. I think because I had Xbox linked when I used to play Dauntless. I used to play that on PC, but then I installed it on Xbox to play it on there. So I remember why I did that, and I was like, you would have thought I would have linked all my accounts. I didn't link Steam, and then I saw Nintendo Switch account was there too, so I ended up linking that as well. So I've got it installed on PC, Xbox, and Switch now, which is great because I love playing things on the go, or like if I'm outside hanging out, I could bring my Switch out and play Fall Guys on my Switch. The only thing is you do need internet connection because you are playing online against other people. So if you are out and about, just get your phone and make it a hotspot, and you can play a few games on your Switch. But yes, me with things accessible to be able to play games on the go, because I don't drive. I'm walking everywhere or I'm catching public transport. I love to be able to either whip out my phone or my Switch and play things on the go. It's great. And because I am a mother as well, and my son wants to play outside on the trampoline, he could be out there playing on the trampoline, running around in the yard. I could be on my phone playing some games, playing a couple of matches or something on my phone while I'm outside, keeping an eye on him. Speaking of playing things on the go, let's now talk about this week's Xbox Game Pass cloud game I've been currently playing. So some of you may be thinking, Trish, what are you on about? What is this game cloud that you keep talking about? So basically, you can play Xbox Game Pass games on your mobile device. Even if it's your phone, your tablet, all you need to do is go into Google Play or iOS Store and download a app called, I think it's just called Xbox Game Pass. Let me just double check on my phone. Yeah, so I got a Samsung and I just search Xbox Game Pass. There's an app. You can open it up, log into your Xbox like Microsoft account, and whatever is on Game Pass, you can check it out on your phone. Now there are some games that is not, you can't access it on your mobile device. You have to play it on Xbox or PC. But you will see a little finger, or it looks like a console. Those are the games that you can play on your mobile device. So the finger represents as you can just play it with the touch screen, and then the console one is you will need a controller. So if you've got one of those backbones, or what's the other ones? Razor Kishi, and then there's this other one I've been looking into was the Game Sir. If you got one of them, just hook that up. If not, you can Bluetooth your controller and just have your mobile device upright to, be your screen, and then you can play with your controller and play your games on the go. I love to be able to access, like I said, if I can play things on the go, that is great. So the game that we are checking out this week, I was playing it a lot in my bed. So we were checking out Dandy Ace. So just like Diablo Immortal is a fast-paced action RPG. You go around in the dungeon collecting skills. So you play as a musician that got trapped in a mirror. So like I said, much like Diablo Immortal, you hack and slash your way through. You go and collect magical cards with skills on them. That's how you get your skills. I think you start off with like 3 cards to begin with, and it's different skills. But you can go around, collect. I think you can even buy skills and basically create your character that you want with the different skills. Like there's a dash, there's ones that shoot like all these balls, there's ones that you throw like I think there's like a pile of cards on the ground, and if the enemies step on it, they blow up and things like that. But there you make your way through, like you fight your way through, loot your way to try to defeat an illusionist that has imprisoned you in a cursed mirror, which is kind of interesting. I do like the art style of this game as well. If you are watching on YouTube, you will see a video of the gameplay on the screen, but I'll try to describe it as much as I can for the guys that are listening on the podcast. So it's very bright colors with like a lot of pink. The musician, he's wearing pink. It sort of reminds me of another game that I used to play. I think I even streamed it and even did a review over on my main gaming channel on YouTube, which was Boyfriend Dungeons. Similar art style to that, and that was another hack and slash RPG type game, but this, like the colors, the creatures, even the boss had a similar art style to Dandy Ace. I think I like a lot of action RPGs. I've noticed that. It's one of those games where you don't really have to think about. You just want to play something quick while you're on your phone. Just whip out your Xbox Game Pass app and load up Dandy Ace and just hack and slash your way through. But I guess if you're already playing dungeon like a Diablo Immortal, oh my god, you already got that feeling. But if you're getting a bit bored or frustrated or something with Diablo, you can load up Dandy Ace. There's a few other games on there, but that's the one that I've been currently playing on my mobile device. Moving on to other Xbox Game Pass content. Games that I am looking forward to that's coming to Xbox Game Pass. There is one that caught my eye. It is coming out on July the 14th, and it's called Escape Academy. It is, I would say it's like an action adventure puzzle game. You have to try and escape the room. So there is a lot of games that has that escape room feeling. I think I've played a few on my phone that I've downloaded from the App Store, but this one looks a little bit more advanced than that, and you can play two player co-op. So you can either play it locally, so if you're sitting on the couch and have an Xbox, you can load it up onto your Xbox. If not, you can play it online. So I'm not too sure if it's going to be, I'm pretty sure it will be on both Xbox and PC, so we'll soon find out when that comes out. I'll be definitely jumping onto it when it does pop onto Game Pass, so I will play it and you might hear a review of it in one of the shows in the near future. Another thing is future music and sounds is done by DOS One, same producer that did Beast Gang, Slug Life, This Room, and Entered into the Dungeon. So if you like the game sounds and music from those type of games, you'll definitely like the music from this one. And that's it. That wraps up this week's episode. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you would like to go deeper on the topics that were talked today, or any feedback on the show, feel free to leave a comment or get in contact with me on Twitter. I will leave the links in the description. I would love to hear from you. Once again, thank you so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it, and any feedback, hit me up. I do want to improve this podcast. I do want to move forward from this, and any feedback you hear or any advice really, because this is like my very first podcast doing solo. I've done podcasts before in the past with group of people, but this is solo. You never know, I might get a co-host later on in the future. You never know. So thank you so much for listening. You guys have a lovely day, night, wherever you are in the world, and hopefully I'll catch you next week. See you later.